Hi everyone. So I'm on my way to the gym now. It's less than 2 weeks until I'm going back to the Philippines, which is pretty exciting. I've spent 1 year in the Philippines, over 1 year, because in 2024 I was there for 3 months. Then I came back here. Then I spent, I know, around 6 months, or maybe even a bit more than that, here in my country. Then I went back for an entire year, which was 2025. Then I came back here in the beginning of 2026, and I have been here since the beginning of 2026, and now I'm about to go back. So now it's August 2026, and I'll be going back soon to the Philippines. So yeah, this time here in my country, it was good. This place is very modern. Everything here is well maintained, and I mean everything is in good order. But it's very hard to live here if you don't have big money, if you don't build your life around this place. I mean, it's probably the case for everywhere. But for me, I sort of had enough of this place. My family is here, but apart from that, I don't really feel that connected to this place anymore. In the Philippines, everything is easier. This is why I'm really looking forward to going back there. And yeah, of course, my girlfriend is there. We lived together throughout most of 2025. We have met shortly after I moved there in 2025, maybe 2 months after my move, maybe three, I don't remember exactly, but something like that. And after maybe 1 month, she moved over, and since then we lived together until I came back here. She stayed there in the Philippines in her village, but we communicated almost every single day throughout the time I've been here, from January 2026 until now. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to get back there for this reason as well, because we will be together again, and it's nice. I'm going to Parañaque. I know Metro Manila a little bit, and I know the general area of Parañaque, but I don't know it very well. And it's nice. I compared prices across different areas of Metro Manila, and I think that the Parañaque is very good value, like very good value for money. Because if you compare Parañaque to, for example, Makati, I mean, you just get more for the same kind of money. So I will be paying there. I don't remember the exact prices off the top of my head, but let's say roughly around $700 US. But this is via Airbnb, so it already includes all of the additional expenses. So it includes the internet connection, it includes water and electricity. So it's only one bill that entails everything, all of the utilities and expenses and the homeowner association. I mean, I don't have to pay any of that because I already paid everything with this one bill of I don't remember the exact price, but around $700 per month, give or take. which some people might say, oh, this is very expensive for Paranaque, and they might be right, but I mean, I love the flexibility because I only signed up for 1 month, and if I decide to move to a different place after 1 month, I mean, I'm free to do that. This is the strength, the flexibility that Airbnb gives you as compared to normal, regular rent. And I always say that for me, flexibility is worth more than, you know, saving a little bit of money. Because especially in a place like the Philippines, where you can get into a situation where there is a lot of noise, maybe you don't get along that well with some of your neighbors, and if you are free to move, you are not tied down to a specific place, I mean, then it's not that bad. You just wait for the month that you signed, that you committed to, and then you can move. But if you sign the lease for 6 months, or more than that, I mean, what are you going to do? You're probably going to stay there this entire year, which might not be the best experience. So yeah, I'm very content with this kind of decision. This is the way I lived throughout 2025, and it worked well for me. So this is I decided to do now when I'm going back. I already have my lease in place. So yeah, I already messaged the owner. They know that we are coming. Also, my flight is, I mean, I'm supposed to land in Manila during the morning or the day I'm arriving. So I mean, it's supposed to work out well because the check-in time is, I mean, it's good. I believe that I won't have to wait. I believe that like it will already be available when I'm there. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes you land and it's the middle of the night, and then what are you going to do for the night that you are landing? Right? Are you going to take a unit for this night? Or are you just going to wait in the airport or something through the night until the following day? Because check-in time in most places is around 2 p.m. So it worked out well for me this time. It's nice, it's good. Yeah, so I'm going to the gym now. I try to go consistently during the time here. I mean, I'm not that big of a lifter, but I think that having this routine of working out, it's healthy. It's also it has this mental effect. It helps you get things in order in your mind. This is how it works. What it does for me. So this is like an additional benefit on top of getting a little bit stronger, and because even if something is bothering you, you go to the gym, you work out, and then things like you let everything sink in. It helps you focus. Also, walking there, even just walking there without even working out, really helps. So yeah, you know, I started I thought about starting a YouTube channel. I think it was the beginning of 2025, around this topic of the Philippines and everything that's involved with it. I uploaded a few short videos. Back then I was visiting Bicol. Bicol is about 8 hours bus ride from Metro Manila. So during my time there, I uploaded a few short videos. But I sort of dropped the ball on that YouTube thing for quite a long while. I uploaded a few additional videos with my girlfriend back in the day. I think it was when we stayed in Iloilo, but nothing too consistent. So I'm going to give it another shot, another try, and I thought maybe now, roughly 2 weeks before going back to the Philippines, maybe, to get back into YouTube shape. And also it's good for practicing my English, because I mean, as you probably guessed, English is not my first language, but this is what I am going to use in the Philippines. So being more used to speaking English might come in handy. So this is like an additional benefit, because when I have to speak, to talk, to speak out loud for vlogging, it gets my head used to using English. So if I get stuck, I'm sorry about that, but I mean, this is part of the idea. This is part of the point, right? It's better to get stuck here on YouTube when no one is watching anyway, rather than when I need to buy something in the sari store and I just cannot recall the word that I'm trying to use. So yeah, this is another benefit. Yeah, but I have to say that, I mean, that's probably the case for most Western countries, that you have reliable sidewalks. You can walk almost everywhere. It's not always the case in the Philippines, unless you are in a place like BGC or something like that. Yeah, I remember walking in the Philippines in all kinds of places, and I mean, it's nice, it's good, it's very exotic, it's very nice, but then sometimes the road is very narrow, and it's also very often to see that as a pedestrian you have to share the road with the cars, right? It's not, there's no good separation between the area of the cars and the area of the pedestrians, so you sort of share the way. So try to stick to the side, to give way to the cars and not get run over by any of them. Most of the time it works. But here you have these really wide sidewalks. They are really reliable, they are really like good. Sometimes there is a fence between the road and the sidewalk. It's just better. So I mean, every place has its own pros and cons. But looking at the big picture as a whole, I mean, the Philippines just works better for me. Yeah. Another thing that I have to get myself used to is talking to the camera while other people are around. I mean, most people don't really care. I mean, yeah, they see this, oh, who is this strange guy who is talking to himself? But I mean, most people aren't going to give it a second thought, and I know I've watched so many people on YouTube talk about that no one really cares. So yeah, but still it does take some practice to apply it, right? It's one thing to know it, and then it's a different thing to actually keep talking to yourself or the camera while other people are around. It's not always the most natural thing to do. Our brains aren't hardwired for it, because I mean, back in the caveman people days, things were different, right? You didn't have cameras to record yourself, so you were either talking to the people around you or you had some serious problems. So nowadays it's different, but we have to get our brains accustomed to this idea. So yeah, it's another type of a mental exercise. Yeah, so in any case, I stayed with my parents, like in my parents' house, during this period of time, the last around 7 months, since January of 2026. And at almost 44, this is also an experience. It's different. I'm very happy that I did that, because I literally cut my expenses to next to nothing, which was great. But then, sometimes, especially after you didn't live with them under the same roof for extended periods of time, these shifts, they take some resilience, and I'm very grateful for everything they have done for me. I couldn't have done any of this without them, without their ongoing help. So I'm very, very grateful. But then again, being grateful and sharing the same house day in and day out aren't always exactly the same thing. But I think that we all, as a family, I think that we did it well. So yeah, we're almost at the other side of this tunnel, and I think that we went through this process pretty well. Not perfect, nothing is perfect, but yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm waiting. I'm also, I don't say sad, but I'm aware of the fragility of this situation, because there's no telling how many more opportunities I'm going to have with my families in this country. With no changes to the reality I had for the last 4 decades. So I'm grateful for having this experience, for having this chapter in my life. I think it's very important. I think that it is something that I'm going to look back into, years from now. And I'm grateful that I had this opportunity. But I'm also thankful and grateful that I'll have another chance at living life the way I want, the way I enjoy back in the Philippines. So yeah, hopefully I can get this vlog consistent again. Yeah, I'll have to get myself used to just talking and talking without saying anything, which is the thing most YouTubers do these days. Yeah, and let's see how it works. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, thank you.